Oh my gosh. This episode is probably the most accurate and non-biased episode of season 13 thus far. Okay? Some of the critiques were pretty freaking questionable, but who should win? They won, in my eyes at least. And who should have gone home? Gone home. Kind of spoiled it for myself right there, so with a smile there. But yes, let us jump right into the usual review of RuPaul's Drag Race. So, the girls walk in after Utica's elimination and they're joking to Simone, saying that, yo, she ate her twin, which is, you know, the whole doppelganger challenge, why they did make that joke. Anyways, they're talking about top 5 and we're finally in top 5. We're so grateful to be here, blah, blah, blah. Swat coded. Moving on. New day in the workroom, and this week is just not RuPaul's week. What the fuck is this shit on his face? I'm assuming it's fake, but it's like, and then later on him wear some bullshit, but we'll get to that. When we get to that bridge, we shall cross it. Let me not jump the goddamn gun. There's no mini challenge, there's just a maxi challenge, and it's an acting challenge, right? The girls will be acting in Henny, I Shrunk the Drag Queens, okay? So they will be choosing their own roles. They'll be performing against green screen. They'll be about 4 inches tall because it's going to be like a whole lot of special effects work that go into this production. You understand? So here are the characters that the girls get to choose from. Dominique, the mean one, she's power hungry and a little crazy. Margarita, the smart one, she's sexy and a natural born leader. You have Brandy, the sarcastic one, she's a real wisecracker, whatever that means. Chardonnay, the whiny one. And the last character is Ginger Ale. She is the dumb one. She's real sweet, but she's real freaking stupid. Now, Candy's feeling confident about this challenge because she claims that every acting challenge that she does, she nails it. And of course, she's feeling very high because she just won a challenge, finally, right? Anyways, the girls are ready to choose their roles and they do the stupidest shit ever. They're picking characters that sound like them. We're on season 13. Get out of your freaking comfort zone. If you see something that match you, choose something completely opposite from this, because the judges will freaking clock you. Like, come on. So the girls, they read through the script. They say, oh, this character sounds like me, I want to be this character. But then there's a little conflict because Dominique is the villain. Candy, she's dying to be this. She says, this sounds like me, I want to do this. Simone, who is thinking smart, says that this sounds like a role that will push her, so she wants that role. But no, Candy's there and she offer, she puffer. She says she definitely want this role. So Simone eventually caves and Candy gets the role. So here's everybody's role. Olivia is Ginger Ale, Rose is Brandy, Gottmik is Chardonnay, Simone is Margarita, and Candy is Dominique. The girls are picking out their outfits to go in front of the green screen because, you know, green screen have certain guidelines. And then boom, Scarlett Johansson pops on screen and they have a little Q&A session, and I wasn't really paying attention because I really didn't give a fuck. If I'm being honest, that section was just whatever. Anyways, we move on to rehearsals. The coaches for today are Michelle and Carson. So Simone seems like a struggle bus. She again went into her Jennifer Lewis voice, and I love my girl, I love Simone, but this voice is just it's not it. Like, it was funny the first 2 times, but no, it's like, bitch, what else do you have to fucking offer? Michelle and Carson kept on telling Simone to bring it because her character is strong, her character is sure of herself, and what Simone is giving us right now is not strong and is not sure of herself. Olivia was being Olivia, and y'all know how I feel about Olivia at this point in time. I almost left her ass out of this review because, honey, I'm tired. Olivia is so goddamn one note. She's so one note. What were the judges saying to her? I don't even remember what the judges were saying to her, but she kept on asking, oh, may I ask a question? Can I do this? May I ask a question? Can I do that? Like, girl, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because even if they say no, you're still going to do it. You don't take no goddamn direction, girl. For Candy, the judges were asking her to do the same thing over and over and over again. And they weren't giving her much direction. No, later on, while the girls were being judged, they said that they kept on telling her to do it again and again and again because they wanted it to be bigger. But the thing about it is, in rehearsals, they didn't tell her that. They just told her, do it again, do it again, do it again. They didn't say do it again and make it bigger, bigger, bigger. No, they just kept on saying do it again and do it again and do it again. Like, would I do the same thing because I'm thinking that I'm doing something right? Rose was really good. I expect no less from Rose. Right now, I'm rooting for her to win the competition. Yeah, I love my girl Simone, but my kind of side I are a little bit. I have more faith in Rose winning. Me no one got me for win, but I move on. Gottmik's main scene was like being attacked by a cat, and she's allergic to cats, so she was like on the floor rolling and whatever. People found this really freaking funny. I didn't find it funny. I was just sitting there like, okay, I will see how this looks when it's time for us to see the whole shebang. We move on to the workroom scene where the girls are getting ready for the runway, and you know they're having their little chats and whatever, and Candy saying that she really hopes that she did well in the challenge because she wants another win. And we get to see my girl Simone cry, which I felt some type of way. She does not want to let anyone down because a lot of people are expecting like great things from her, especially due to the fact that she and Gigi Good, they're drag sisters, and Gigi did a good job last season. So for Simone to come in a season after her drag sister, there's a whole lot of expectations and stuff like that. Anyways, we move on to the runway, and Mama Ru, she's been going so good for so long. Like, I low-key expected a fuck up, but I don't know. I don't like this dress. I don't like anything about this dress. We're gonna move on. So the category for the runway is hot pocket, and I think hot pocket means overdoing pockets. I don't know what it means, and I didn't bother googling what it means. We're just gonna look at these looks, and if I like them, I like them. If I don't like them, I don't like them, and we're gonna move the fuck on. First to the stage is Simone, and I hate this wig. Hate it. Fucking hate the wig. Burn it. The look itself, though, I like the look. It is fashion, but I think the legs of the pants, they were way too wide for her, because she looks so nice and fitted at the top, and when you get to the crotch area, everything is like drooping. It looks like it's a size too big. Let me talk about what I do like. That zipper thing that's going across her body and giving her body, you know, shape and texture and fashion. I love it, and I love that this outfit was denim, and I can see the pocket. I can see the pocket and I can see the theme, and I like it. Do I like the look overall? No, and it's definitely not Simone's best look, but it is fashion and it's going with the theme. Olivia looked gorgeous from head to toe. That wig, her makeup, that dress, her shape, the shoes, everything, mwah, perfect. But that was not pockets. It was a dress with pockets on the side. If she did not come out and have her hands in the pockets on the dress, I wouldn't have known that those were pockets for the dress. It does not go with the theme at all. She did look beautiful, but it's a no because it doesn't go with the theme. Rose was fashion. She was so good on that runway. That is the definition of pockets. She was the best look for the night for me in terms of the theme. Everything was good. And you know what I liked as well? The fact that when she came out, I did not know that there was a reveal under that. Her dress had shape. I love the colors. I'm seeing the theme on it. Everything was good. It was fashion. I hated her fucking wig though. Her wig that she was, it's a no from me. But other than that, everything from forehead down, thumbs up, full pass. Best look for the night in terms of the theme. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know how to describe it. We already know that it is the worst look for the night, but it is so confusing. Firstly, I hate that fucking wig. When I saw the wig, I was like, what the fuck is this on Candy's head? The colors, the pockets, the fur, the sleeves, the ribbons on it, it was confusing the fuck out of me. I don't know how to describe it. It was just awful. Gottmik's look was freaking gorgeous. It was gorgeous from head to toe, fashion, perfection. But let me talk about what I didn't like. Firstly, she came out in a trench coat and I automatically knew that there was going to be a reveal. And for me, when I can see the reveal coming and I expect the reveal, it's not like va boom anymore. It's like, okay, show me what you got, you know. Secondly, the pockets were on the trench coat because it was like a flasher inspired look. But the pocket seemed like an afterthought because without the trench coat you could just step on the stage with that. Like the main event, which should be the pockets, weren't the pockets. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense to anybody else. Beautiful look, but I think it would be better for maybe a gold runway or a time runway, like, you know, oh, timeless or losing time or something like that. But with this runway, when I look at it, I don't see the pockets. I see the watches. And I didn't like that disconnect. Even though it was a gorgeous look, for me it's a no because it didn't match the theme. So let's talk about the acting challenge. And let me tell you from now, I won't even spend 3 minutes on this bullshit, okay? So, start time made. Simone's edit was made to make her look a bit worse than she looked on screen. On screen, she was really good. She did do the Jennifer Lewis voice, but not as much as I thought she would have. Then we have Olivia. Olivia was Olivia. I didn't see a character. I didn't see anything. I saw Olivia being Olivia, and at this point in time, as I said before, flat note, whatever, flat line, one note, okay? Then we have Rose, and as expected, Rose was very good. She was giving us facial expressions. She was giving us everything and a bag of chips. I really enjoyed watching Rose. Rose is a true star, okay? For Gottmik, I was like, man, this is alright. Like, I didn't really get any high points or any low points. Even when she was having her moment, which is like fighting off the cat, it was like this for me. It was very flatline. It was just alright. You understand what I'm saying? And Candy was being Candy. The judges were goddamn spot on that. I didn't see any character from her. Candy was just being freaking Candy. For some odd reason, this acting challenge was really freaking long. And the thing about it is, it wasn't long and like really entertaining and really funny. I've seen some challenges that I'd want to see more of, and this one was not it. Them could have put in a mini challenge and like cut this challenge in half and I'd be good. I think this challenge was like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It no. Based on the judges' critiques, you can tell who's in the top and who's in the bottom. But before we find that out, they asked the girls, hey, who do you think should go home? And the majority of the girls said Olivia. And when it got to Olivia, she froze. And she was trying to be the nice girl or be the pageant girl. And there was like this uncomfortably long period of silence where everybody's just like, are you gonna say something? What's happening right now? We're very confused. And then she finally said Candy's name and we move on. Rose won and I'm so happy for her. I enjoyed seeing her look and I enjoyed seeing her in the challenge. She was literally the highlight of the acting challenge. Now the two girls in the bottom are Candy and Olivia, and the lip sync song is Strong Enough by Cher. And finally, Olivia goes home. I've been waiting on this like 3 episodes ago. 3 freaking episodes ago. So I'm gonna jump into Untucked real quick, and these past few Untucked episodes have been very meh. There's no spice, there's no flavor, there's no jokes, there's no nothing. It's just like this. I'm like, oh my god, can this season just finish already? Because everything is just drawn out, and at this point in time, I'm tired, bitch. I'm fucking tired. But anyways, I digress. So Candy walks in and Candy's just like, oh my god, these are the worst critiques I've gotten all competition, and I'm very terrified that I might go home. And girl, you should be, because you don't deserve to be here. But moving on. So because majority of the girls chose Olivia to go home, they were asking Olivia how she felt about that, and Olivia was trying to do the whole nice girl thing where she's just like, oh, you know, it's just a competition, it's fine and all right, I don't feel bad about it. But in the confessionals, she felt a certain type of way, so the girls are just like, you know, speak your truth and speak it ever. And finally, Olivia says that she feels a bit overlooked because she's here in this competition to explore and blah blah blah, as what Cole did. So the other girls kind of just break that shit down, and they're just like, bitch, every other girl on this couch is not here to explore. You're the only one here to explore. So obviously you are not on the same level as us, and we voted you off the fucking island. Bye bye. So Olivia's mother and her grandmother popped on screen. I didn't care for it. Like, they had a little cute moment in the beginning where they were recording the intro, but they didn't cut it. So like both of them, the grandmother and the mother, tried to like synchronize what they were saying, and it was like take 1, take 2, take 3. So that was kind of cute, but for everything else they had to say, I wasn't fucking listening. Candy then had either a panic attack or an anxiety attack or some form of attack, because mama Candy was a mess. She was a mess. Her blood pressure was high. She had to step outside. She had to ask for water. They had to bring medics. All of them madness there. But at the end of the day, she got back in. She did her lip sync and she's still in the competition. So guys, that is all I have for you guys on season 13, episode 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I feel that we have been here a very long time. I'm very tired. I'm kind of over it. And I'm over some of these contestants, and I'm over the favoritism, and I'm over the edits. I'm just over it. Like, it's just too long. It's just too long. Like, if people went home like they should have went home, season would be done and I would be binge watching something else. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. My social media pages are linked down below in my description box. Comment, tell me your thoughts, and as per usual, remember to be a beautiful soul, not just a gorgeous face. Bye. So Simone was saying that she's afraid. The fuck?